Peace to all of our subscribers. Welcome back to the Revolutionary Wealth Builders channel, where we bring wealth education to the people. Today is Friday, March 25th, 2022. I hope that everyone is doing well on this Friday, and I would like to just make sure that we get some housekeeping things out of the way. Like, share, subscribe to our channel, share this video, smash that notification bell, and without further ado, let's get started. I have 4 things that I want to discuss today that I believe to be very important, and without number 1, there will be no number 2, 3, and 4. One of the things that has been concerning me as of late is our inability to understand what is going on around us because we have been brainwashed by convenience. If you don't understand why it will be important to fish for your own to fish for your own food, then you've been brainwashed. If you don't understand why it's going to be important to grow your own food, then you have been brainwashed. If you don't understand why it will be important to understand or create a form of a bartering system for you and those you will do business with, then you have been brainwashed. If you don't understand why it will be important to educate your children, you will be brainwashed. You have been brainwashed. If you don't understand why you will have to, at some point, figure out a way to discard your own garbage, then you have been brainwashed. You are not paying attention to what's going on around you, and you do not understand the geopolitical climate of the United States and our relationship with other countries. There is an impending financial collapse coming. The yield curve, the 2-year and the 10-year treasuries are inverted again. And so we can expect with this yield curve inversion, we can expect a recession soon. Gas prices are up. We have the geopolitical tensions between the Ukraine and Russia. They are actually in a full-blown conflict. We have economic tensions between the United States and China. We have potential cyber attacks looming. We have the pandemic that we are dealing with on a daily basis and the loss of loved ones. There are a multitude of things are happening. All while that is happening, in the background, we have the world reserve currency getting ready to relinquish its power, meaning that there will be another country that will become the world reserve currency at some point. Why is all of this important? Because this is the natural evolutionary cycle of economics. No country remains as the world reserve currency forever. If you don't understand that, then you are going to struggle to position yourself and your family to survive and thrive in this type of volatile environment. It's going to be the most important thing you do is listen to the first 3 minutes of this video at least. So the first part, the phase 1 is understanding the financial collapse, geopolitics, the destruction of the dollar, and the things that are looming subsequently after that. Number 2 is, how should you prepare? You're going to need food, water, safety, security, shelter, barterability, and wealth preservation. Each one of those are an entire video discussion in and of themselves, but I'll repeat them. Food, water, safety, security, shelter, barterability, wealth preservation. All of these things are equally important. You're going to have to learn how to grow your own food. If you don't understand what we're talking about right now, and you believe that these things are just conjecture, then you are brainwashed by convenience. And what do I mean by brainwashed by convenience? Being able to go to the grocery store and buy your own food, and because you don't want to do it any other way, you are brainwashed. You want to believe that what we're discussing right now is going to be incorrect because it's going to be too much of an inconvenience for you to grow your own food. But you will find yourself in a position where you can't feed yourself and feed your family. So number 1 is understanding. We must first understand what is happening around us. Number 2 is we have to prepare for that understanding. We have to prepare for that understanding. Number 3 is we have to learn how to respond to the reset. So the reset is they're going to make an attempt to reset our economic system. They're going to try to create a new normal, and they're going to attempt to introduce us to what they call a central bank digital currency, a CBDC. These instruments are going to be used to attempt to enslave you by starving you out, by not allowing you to be able to get from point A to point B. They're going to attempt to derail your ability to transport yourself with high gas prices. They're going to attempt to starve you out by not allowing food to be on the shelves in grocery stores, and they're going to call them supply chain shortages. And they're going to use a multitude of other strategies to get you into desperation mode, where you will accept whatever they force upon you, whether that be some form of a medical remedy, whether that be some form of a new way of spending money digitally, where they can control every single dollar that you spend. And you have to be prepared to respond to these things. Because if you find yourself in desperation mode, you will accept any remedy that they give you. Yes, they're going to give you free food. Yes, they're going to give you stimulus checks. And they're going to give you a multitude of other things with it. And in order for you to get the things that they're going to give you so you don't starve out and die, they may ask that you sign contracts for your children to automatically be drafted during wartime without any other recourse. They may ask you to accept some form of medical antidote that you may not want to partake in. And they're probably going to ask you to spend money a certain way, or they're going to take the money back from you, because it will all be digital. And so we have to understand how we need to respond to these things. But if we find ourselves in a state of desperation, we are more likely to be okay with the things that they impress upon us. But if we are able to feed ourselves, protect ourselves, take care of ourselves, then we will be less likely to accept the things that they may try to press upon us. This is much deeper than money. It is much deeper than the financial system. It is much deeper than our kids getting an education. We are fighting for our spiritual lives. And if you don't understand that, then that means that you have been zombified, for lack of a better term, and you have been brainwashed by convenience. Because the whole goal is to make things so convenient for you that you don't want to change. But it's very important for us to acknowledge that. Number 4, with all of this, when all of this is over and it begins to subside, it is going to be incumbent upon us, meaning it will be our responsibility to create our own reality moving forward. We will have to build upon the ashes from what has been destroyed. So that will mean that we will have to build our own educational systems, our own educational hubs, and our own way of educating our children so they will grow into individuals that can contribute to our communities and our society. We will need to create a new economic system where we barter, where we exchange goods and services, where we grow food and take care of our own, and we provide for one another. And it is less about being capitalistic and more about being communal. The next one is we're going to have to redefine what health looks like and reestablish new health systems that promote self-care, health systems that promote avoiding surgeries, avoiding having to go see a doctor because we are eating correctly and doing the right things. And that ties into building new food systems, food security systems, where we have a system where we grow food and everybody eats, where we are able to grow food and everybody eats. The old systems will fail us. The old systems will collapse, and we will have to build new systems on top of the ashes of these old systems. This was just under 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I hope this video helps someone. Like, share, and subscribe. Smash that notification bell. Please share this video. This was the Revolutionary Wealth Builders, bringing wealth education to the people. Peace and love and good luck.